All right. Okay. Day 4? Yes, I think day 4. Day 4. Yesterday I had an interview with someone, so I had to transcribe that interview. I did that in the morning, and it really, like, to hear it again is really important, I think, because it it kind of everything sort of comes together. And what stood out for me were 3 points. One, the Balkan region has a lot of shared food, and so there's not really a lot of like, hey, this is ours. So much so as there's, if anybody tries that, everybody says no, it's shared. Um, but also there's one anomaly, a couple of anomalies, but the one I think really stood out was Ivar, which we talked about yesterday with the red paste, the red pepper paste. That seems to be very important. And the person I interviewed yesterday said it's important that Macedonian to know that Macedonian Ivar is the best Ivar because of the sunshine and the soil quality. So the number of sunny days and the soil quality, very important for the growth of these peppers. Now, I don't know exactly, but this is a pepper. Now it's not red. I assume that it's going to turn red. So I'm going to leave a one out and let it turn red, but I'm going to eat this. Oh, it smells so good. It smells fresh. He also said cucumbers were also very fresh, and cherries and so forth. And he's also, the person I was talking to said that Macedonian wine is it's very good. It's very important. So I have a little wine that I'm going to try. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of these. We have a cucumber, I have a pepper, and I have some wine. So let me start with the wine first. Now, I washed out the glass of wine with the wine. So I'm just going to pour it in here. I'm not a big wine guy, so I bought a tiny bottle because I hate to waste as well. So I know how to taste wine because I've been to a wine tasting. And so they teach you got to put your nose right in the glass. Don't be afraid, just got to really got to get in there and swivel it around. Of course, I'm not a professional, but this is what I remember when I took that class like 10 years ago. Not class, when I took that wine tour. So it smells very much like grapes and wine, what I'm used to. You don't want to warm up the glass, I think. So you put it down, and then you go. It's much smoother than wines that you get from Italy or France. Of course, I don't know what kind of grape this is. It says Tikvez on here. I don't know if you can see that. There's nothing in English, but it's made in Macedonia. Let's see if they say Great Macedonia. If they say Northern Macedonia or just regular Macedonia. Let's see. That's something I should have thought of to look for. Now I'm wasting everybody's time. I don't know. It doesn't really say. Because I can't read I can't make it out. But you know what? It does say iconic. It says the iconic Macedonian wine. So it does say that. So that's cool. I guess that's a little something for you, like to say, yeah. Another thing, so I did that. I transcribed, basically took notes for the interview. So I got a lot of good notes already for today. And what did I do today? I just walked around. I tried to go to the museum today. And something that, it's such a beautiful day. Everything was great. And no museum was open. There was a Chinese tourist, and he and I would bump into each other often because we went to 3 different museums and we kept bumping into each other until you know, I just found out like on the second I asked somebody, he said there's an election, and there is an election going on. It's this second runoff in the the presidential elections. It's like France has two rounds. If you don't get a firm majority in the first round, you go through the second round. So it's the conservatives versus the pro-European left. So we'll see how that goes. Probably, hopefully, get some results, and then we can have the museums open up, and I can finally go. So I was kind of I was annoyed because I mean, you know, and the museum I wanted to go to is closed. So that was also, it's a National Museum, historical museum, and I was very upset. But you know what? That cheered me up. This donair meat bowl with fries. That was that was amazing. That was great. It was a little Albanian place. And that was very good. Oh, there's I should blur the license plate. It's a Yugo. That's pretty nice. That's a Yugo. It's a Yugoslavian car. You can still see them around. So that was nice. And we went to. If you see, there's two other videos. Check those out when I look at the bridge, and I check out the architecture. And I basically what I wanted to talk about for those videos was that the architecture, I think, hides the past, right? So the new fantastic, beautiful architecture hides the past, and hides what is the past? The past was Yugoslavia and socialism, and also the fact that under socialism you cannot have a national identity. You know, that was seen as forbidden. You know, I had a Serbian neighbor, and he said, you know, the moment somebody steps out of line, Tito would crush you. So there was to be no nationalist movements. So I thought that was, I think that's what I'm going down. I'm heading down that road myself. I think that's the angle. Also, as well, the relationships with Albania, the Albanians. I did go into a coffee shop today, and I noticed that it was all men in the coffee shop. There was not a single woman, and I was thinking maybe this is like an all-male club or something like that. I went in, and this little guy was there, about maybe 12 years old, and I said, "Hey, you speak English?" And then he told me the museum was closed. I ordered a coffee. He made a really thick, delicious cup of coffee. It was espresso. It was wonderful. He was a great guy. He wants to be an actor. And then, of course, you see those... oh, this is great. No to the vaccine. I think you see that in the video. And so I just walked around and kind of took in the sights, took in the city, came up with that idea. You know, looking at all the different, the fact that all these statues sometimes don't have a plaque. And, you know, the thing is, like, in Macedonia, there's what's official and what is non-official. So what's the belief and what's real? Like, for example, you can't call the statue Alexander the Great. You have to call it the Great Warrior. We all know who that is, right? And then the flag, they had to change the flag back in '94, I believe. But I walked past this beautiful Orthodox church, and guess what they were flying? This here, that's the old flag. This is the new flag. Old, new. So they're flying both, right? I think that's important because it shows you that it just never, nationalism really never dies. Look at this. And that's the mall that I went to because I went to get dinner and I had some trouble. They didn't have what I want, and the guy wanted he wanted me to get this outrageously priced dish, and I was like, nah, I'm leaving because, you know, come on, right? I'm not made out of money. I have a budget, right? So then I walked, I got caught in the rain. That was kind of fun. And then I went to the mall, that mall I told you about, and I ordered a burger, Macedonian burger joint called Goodies. And the burger, it wasn't like my taste because I'm not used to it. Like, the burger tasted like it was boiled, not that it was grilled or that, you know, like flame broiled or whatever, like Burger King. But I knew that it was going to be different, but I didn't know it was going to be that different. So it had those same spices that I had yesterday, but it was in a fast food burger and they had fries. So it's like your typical fast food meal. There's my hand trying to push down. You can see the burger there. It's like a typical burger. Um, so there you go. That was a day. I think I got a lot. I got a good outline of what to talk about for this chapter. And oh, right here we are. We're gonna get to so the soil is amazing. Ivar is amazing. Macedonia is the most amazing Ivar because of the soil quality. And so oh, wow, that's really quite strong. That smell is very, very strong. And look you can see the color. I've never seen a pepper this color. That's for sure. And people are hauling bags of this stuff from the grocery store. Not just like, I'm telling you, bags, like a shopping bag full of this stuff. It doesn't taste like an American pepper. It certainly is different. It's thicker. Very much thicker. You know the little paper things inside, like membranes? It's very different from an American style pepper. It's more fuzzy. Like you see that, right? It's very fibrous. And it has a taste. So that was a pepper. I think they're onto something there. It is an excellent pepper. And here's a cucumber. So again, the soil. It has a different taste, you know. I had a friend at York University, and she said she didn't like vegetables because they were just crunchy water. Well, it's just crunchy water with very strong taste of cucumber. So there's a lot to go on. It's very good. Now, what am I doing tomorrow? I don't know. The museums are still... The museum I wanted to see is closed. There's no food tours. You know, there's two people that I want to see. There's 3 people I want to see, but I don't think they're gonna be available tomorrow. They haven't, like, this is really short notice if I expect them to suddenly email me, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. Everything has been very smooth, and every day has been great. I certainly feel more relaxed than I was in Greece. And you wouldn't even know today was an election day because the downtown was calm. People were having fun. The families, like ferrying their kids, having a good time. Even by the fast food, the burger joint I went to tonight, there was a whole playpen and the kids were having fun. One kid was, it was great. Kind of funny. I don't know what happened to him. He just stood up there and started crying. I'm sure it's nothing. Now I gotta write up my notes because, you know, I still have to write the field notes for today. It feels like, today feels like I did so much, but yet all I did was walk around and think and eat. There you go. But that was very productive, I think. I got a lot of information, especially when you go down to the Albanian quarter, the old bazaar. You feel like this is a different place. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.